to switch our attention from the present to the past, which means only one thing, doesn't it, Nath? Do you know what I'm going to talk? Yeah, there it is. You have to think them for a bit.
I was talking about a connection question, and we've already done that.
We've been there, we've done that.
Yeah.
So, I've got a copy bit now. Obviously, the Ultimate 11 is something we do every couple of weeks, where we all pick a player from the past. It can be a permanent signing, a loanee, or somebody who was on trial, and you at home vote for who you think should be inducted into the Ultimate 11. Now, prior to a couple of weeks ago, when we were looking for a left back, Mark, his choice had got in every single time. It can't happen this week because he's not here, but we can now announce the results of the couple of weeks ago's vote. Where Cam, you went for Lee Beavers, didn't you?
Yes.
Mark went for Luke O'Neill. I went for John Thompson. And Nathan, you went for
Gareth Gellman. Okay,
the results are in. In last place on 6% was John Thompson. In second to last place, Lee Beavers on 20. No, sorry, Luke O'Neill on 27%.
Tries to rob me a second.
Sorry. In second place was Lee Beavers on 29%, which means not only does Mark not get a player in the Ultimate 11, but Nathan, you get your first choice in there. Gareth Gellman, how do you feel?
I'm surprised, to be honest. My strongest player I put forward at all, to be honest. But I'll take it. Any player in there is a victory for me.
Yeah, funny that, because you tweeted after we put it out on there. Even I wouldn't vote for mine.
Yeah.
I just hit a blank at the time.
I did, yeah.
So I'm tempted to not give it you, but
you can't do that now.
No, I'm going to
do that. Spoken.
Well, there you go. So time to think of our choices for. We're looking for a right winger. Obviously, Nathan, because you your choice of entry was selected, it means that you get the honour of going first. So first and foremost, just give me a name of who you'd like to see as a right winger, somebody from the past inducted into the side. Who are you going to go for?
I've got two players in my mind, but one player I think was more on the left wing, so I'm going to save him for a later date.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Liam Lawrence.
I knew you'd go for that. Okay. Oh dear. Okay.
Oh, that means I'm going to get thinking on
This is also annoying if you don't go first.
That's it.
Oh dear.
Cam, we're going to go for you in second place. So who are you going to go for? You can't go for Liam Lawrence. Now, just to tweak it a little bit, obviously, I've had this argument on Twitter a little bit as well. We've been putting players who have been out of position because we can swap them later on for another player. So if maybe they played left wing, but maybe if you can remember a game where they did move across to the right wing, or you can as long as you can. I think my ruling on this is as long as you can argue that they played right wing at some point, we'll let it be in there.
Okay.
So Cam, have you got an idea of you're going to go for?
Matty Blair.
Controversial. Okay.
Honestly, I wish we kept hold of him.
Well, don't start yet. You have a minute, and no more than a minute.
Right.
So wait for that minute.
That's 3 seconds off his minute there.
Yeah, knocking that off. Don't worry. Okay then, Simon. So you've had a chance to have a little thing.
Mine's a real blast from the past. I don't think these two would even know him.
Well, this is good because obviously we're all. I think it's fair to say that me, Cam, and Nathan are post-noughties fans.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, mine goes back to the 90s, and mine's Gary Ford.
Okay, Gary Ford. You'll have a minute to pitch for him later on. Now, I was debating between a couple, to be honest. I was thinking maybe Lyndon Meikle. Nah, I was thinking potentially I was going to chuck in there Alex Neil, purely for the fact that he had a big task of trying to replace Liam Lawrence, after he left, because obviously as well loved as he was. But I'm going to go for somebody, and I know it's in the conference again, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Don't care. It's my choice. If you don't like it, vote for one of the others, all right? I'm going to go for Louis Briscoe as my choice. Okay.
Good chat.
So the way this works then is that you all have a minute to pitch for your votes. If you want to get involved in the comments on Facebook, you can do so and argue and join in the discussion. You can tweet on Twitter as well. What we will do is we'll put the video clip of this on Twitter at a later date, and you can rewatch the pictures and you can vote on there as well. So, Nathan, Liam Lawrence is your choice for the Ultimate 11. Are you ready for your pitch?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Liam Lawrence, a legend of the club, a bright head, I think, right winger, quite nippy, but a class act with the ball. He was with us for very key moments in our history, especially beating Chesterfield like we have done in the past, like we're going to do this year. Taking us also to the Millennium Stadium where, okay, it was a disappointing end, but if it wasn't for him, I don't think we'd have even got there. So he was an absolute legend. And he's gone on to do so much more since then. He's even gone into the Champions League for playing for Panathinaikos in the Greek league. Sustained time with Sunderland in the Premiership. So for me, I think he's an absolute winner, and he should be your vote for our right winger.
Boy, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I like that. You notice how, as the weeks go on, your tone changes when it comes to this. You probably get that old campaign speech. Don't you?
You can't not, can you?
I know. Well,
It's important.
feel the emotion, isn't it?
Yeah.
As long as you're not going out handing out leaflets, that's all that matters.
Yeah. You can't do that.
Vote Lawrence.
I mean, there's nothing to stop you doing that if you want. I mean, you probably think you're sad, right? But you know, you're more than welcome to do that. Cam.
Let me have a quick sup of tea first.
No, I can't be doing that.
Yeah, that was quite confusing.
Well, you shut up. It's all good fun. Right, you sort of had a mini spiel earlier, and then you just slagged off my notes. So you've got 50 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, Matty Blair, fantastic player. Not only did he send us into the conference for another year, but he bounced back and became a fantastic player for us, setting up a fantastic goal against Notts County. Ball comes out, runs all the way, squares it across Reggie Land, back of the net, 4-0. That was a massive part of the game. It was a fantastic goal. Some fantastic performances in there. Goals against, I think he scored against Dagenham when we were really on the ropes against them. And it's just been a fantastic player. And he was very skillful, but he was also very fast. But he also liked to get very physical in the game. He was always getting involved somewhere. And it's great that he's actually gone on to do something good now.
Oh, I wanted to cut you off. Yes. I was looking over at my stopwatch all the time. I really wanted to cut you off and stop you mid-play, but I couldn't. But well done. Right, we'll come to ours in a second. Obviously, if you've just joined us, where have you been? If you've missed it, don't worry, you can catch up, and the audio version will be on for you to download and listen on the way to Colchester, on the way to work, whatever you want to do. We'll put the audio version on there for you later on tonight. This is the Mansfield Matters podcast. It's live on our Facebook page. It's just gone 3 minutes past 7 on this Thursday evening. So far, we're in the middle of doing the Ultimate 11, where Nathan has given his vote for Liam Lawrence, and as you've just heard, Cam has done his vote for Matty Blair. Still to come, I'll be campaigning for Louis Briscoe, and Simon, who's replaced Mark in this week's lineup, will be going for Gary Ford. Mick, on our comments on Facebook page, has said, had it been left winger, nobody will get close to Jimmy McCaffrey. Lawrence has to be the best right winger of recent years. He's dead on a cruise at the minute.
Yeah,
in Spain.
No, he's in Spain. He's in Spain.
His Mark is on the cruise, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in Spain. I hope Spain's treating you well, Mick, and obviously there's already one vote for Nathan in there. So
Hey, it makes you feel any better. It's 14 degrees here and it's freezing as well. So hope you're enjoying your holiday.
That's it. There you go. Right then, let's move on. You've seen how it works now, Simon. Are you confident that you can give a pitch?
No.
Right. Well, you've got a minute, so just give it all the.
I give it the best.
Give the best shot. It's basically why you want people to vote for Gary Ford. Bearing in mind that none of us have seen him play, so this could be the best pitch in the world. So there you go. You're pitching to a wider audience here.
There we go.
You've essentially cornered the elder market here.
Yes.
So this is a big chance for you. I think if you get it right, I think that's it. We might have to substitute you for Mark in another week. So maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see. Right, so here we go. 1 minute, not a second more, for Gary Ford in 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, guys. Gary Ford, you'd have loved him if you didn't see him play, because he's a little bit like Alex McDonald. Gets stuck in, not afraid to tackle. He not afraid to take players on. He ran down, he commanded the wing. He liked to score goals from 25 yards. I think correct me if I'm wrong, he scored a screamer against Chesterfield way back when at Saltergate. So that's how far back we're going. It was Saltergate. His crossing was exactly like Lawrence's, pinpoint, set Phil Stank up many times, and people like that. He was excellent on the ball. Control and pace was just incredible. And I can't think of anything else to say, so just please vote for Gary Ford.
There you go, with like 9 seconds to spare as well. That's
done.
right.
For David.
If I can get through a minute here without having a coughing fit, then
I agree.
In my
sympathy votes.
Well, I know. In my will, I bequeath the podcast to you, Nathan. So if I die on this perch, it's your responsibility to carry it on.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Great.
Okay. So my vote is for Louis Briscoe. Look, Cam will no doubt be keeping an eye on the time, but I've got the stuff. In fact, no, go on. I'll play by the rules if you want. There you go.
I've got it. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, this could be fun. Cam, over to you.
3. That put me off. 3, 2, 1, go.
Since Liam Lawrence, I think many people have argued that Mansfield Town haven't really had an out-and-out right winger. That was until David the Holdsworth signed Louis Briscoe. Briscoe, who'd been a non-league player and nobody had ever heard of, slowly but surely won the hearts and minds of everything amber and blue. He ran up and down the right wing, he ran up and down the left wing, and he was also partial to an expert goal as well. Briscoe belters, we used to call them. 40 yards, 50 yards, 10 yards, whatever yards, who cares? Briscoe would always swing his right boot to it and blast the ball into the top corner, left or right, and get us a goal. But most importantly, there was a day in Luton where he stepped up to take a penalty. Yes, he missed, but on the rebound, he bumbled it home and sent Mansfield Town to Wembley. Louis Briscoe, good for a goal and good for a space in the Mansfield Matters Ultimate 11. Vote Briscoe!
Wow.
What was that ending?
Let that focus there for a minute. There you go. Bang on 1 minute.
Yeah, but we all did it in under a minute.
Yeah, but it was impassioned.
Yeah, it took too long.
Yeah, it took too long. -points.
The rules of the game. And that you get a minute.
boys. No, boys.
This is my podcast. No, it's not mine. So it's ours. This is the rules of the game are clear. You get 1 minute, another second more to make your play. Whether you use all that minute or not is irrelevant. I chose to use it and use it to the full extent. All right.
Well done, Craig.
It was a tenth of a second over, but
The 10th of a second doesn't care. You round it down. No one teach you maths.
it did take me 3 minutes. Moving on.
So I've gone into a coughing fit. You've killed me. So that concludes the Ultimate 11. Nathan, your choice was
Liam Lawrence.
Cam, your choice was
Matt Blair.
Don't vote for Matty Blair because it's Cam's. Simon, your choice was
Gary Ford.
and my choice was Louis Briscoe. We'll put
He's related to Mark. Don't vote.
Don't
Whoa,
Whoa.
Not
To be fair,
related. Not yet.
not yet. I mean,
No, yeah.
Vote Gary
yet.
Ford.
I mean, to be fair, Mark has had every single choice he's made, bar for the left back in the Ultimate 11. So if you came in as replacement for Mark on the show and then got your vote in,
You're never coming back.
this gets very competitive. I mean, you're just lucky you've not come in on a week where it's the Mansfield Matters Mastermind Challenge because I think Nathan might punch you by now. If I'm being honest. You get very competitive. Don't
To be
you?
honest, I feel like Simon would probably kill me on that, to be honest. He's got that knowledge of the past that I don't know. So, yeah, I'm glad.
Honestly, I haven't.
Well, there you go. So if you want to vote on the Mansfield Matters Ultimate 11, you can do so. We'll put the vote on Twitter later in the week along with the video, please.